Good morning, Nova Scotia. From Lighthouse Radio, this is Lighthouse Local for Friday, July 17th, 2026. I'm Dan with your morning look at the news, weather, traffic, and sports from across the province. We begin with the developing wildfire emergency northeast of Halifax. A mandatory evacuation order remains in effect for part of Mooseland Road from civic address 4315 South to Highway 7. Officials estimate the evacuation affects between 100 and 150 residents. The wildfire was estimated Thursday night at approximately 3 square kilometers. Firefighters and provincial crews have been working in a remote area with difficult access since heavy smoke was first reported Wednesday evening. Ground operations were paused overnight for safety, with crews expected to resume their work at first light Friday morning. Residents should stay away from the evacuation zone and continue following instructions from the Halifax Regional Fire Emergency. In Wolfville, RCMP are asking for the public's assistance identifying people involved in a confrontation following an event attended by Premier Tim Houston. Police allege protesters prevented the Premier and members of his staff from leaving the area in their vehicles. The Premier's office says one of the vehicles sustained a smashed windshield. No injuries were reported. One person was arrested at the scene but was later released without charges. This protest involves several issues, including proposed arts funding cuts, library closures, Indigenous rights, and environmental concerns. Halifax Regional Police have made an arrest following a stabbing in downtown Halifax. Police say a 50-year-old man was stabbed Wednesday evening in the 5600 block of Spring Garden Road. His injuries were described as non-life-threatening. A 30-year-old suspect was arrested Thursday morning and remained in police custody when the update was released. Halifax Pride said its safety plans remain in place following an RCMP investigation into alleged hate-motivated threats involving a Pride event. Police say a youth was arrested in connection with the investigation. Halifax Pride organizers say they remain in regular contact with the police and want attendees to feel comfortable participating in this year's festival, which continues through July 26. And in Lower Sackville, a new long-term care facility has officially celebrated its grand opening. Rosecrest's The Meadows includes 144 single rooms, each with a private washroom. More than 100 residents have already moved into the facility, with the remaining residents expected to arrive over the coming weeks. The home is part of the province's plan to add approximately 5,700 new and replacement long-term care rooms across Nova Scotia. Traffic. At the time of this update, traffic was moving at light volumes in both directions on the McDonald and the McCabe Bridge. Drivers on the Eastern Shore should avoid the evacuation area on Mooseland Road between civic address 4315 and Highway 7. Expect emergency vehicles and possible changes to local access as wildfire operations continue. As always, check Nova Scotia 511 before leaving for any new collisions, construction delays, or road closures. Here's your forecast for today. For Halifax and Dartmouth, expect a mix of sun and clouds today. West winds will increase to around 20 kilometers per hour per noon with a high of 22 degrees. The UV index is 7 or high. Tonight will bring only a few clouds with a low near 14. Sydney will also see a mix of sun and cloud with west winds gusting as high as 40 kilometers per hour and a high of 19, and there is a 30% chance of showers this evening and after midnight. In Yarmouth, it will be mainly sunny with a high of 22. Tonight will be mostly clear with low near 13. Saturday will be warmer around Halifax, reaching 26 degrees with a humidex of 28. Periods of rain are expected to develop Saturday night. In sports, the Halifax Tides came up just short on the road Thursday night, falling 2-1 to Ottawa Rapid FC. Ottawa took a 2-goal lead through the strikes from Delaney Pridham and Stephanie Waite. Cho So-hyun answered for Halifax in the 60th minute, but the Tides were unable to find the tying goal. Canada Soccer has also announced the inaugural W Canadian Championship. The new women's competition will begin August 3rd here in Halifax, when the Tides host Ottawa Rapid at the Wanderers grounds. The tournament will bring together clubs from the Northern Super League and League One Canada. And the Toronto Blue Jays return from the All-Star break tonight, opening a home series against the Chicago White Sox at the Rogers Center. First pitch is scheduled for 8:15 Atlantic time. This is your Lighthouse Local update for Friday, July 17th. Please keep an eye on official emergency information throughout the morning as crews continue to respond to the Mooseland wildfire. For more Nova Scotia radio and community information, follow Lighthouse Media on our socials and listen to Lighthouse Radio. I'm Dan, and have a great day.